Hello, everyone. How are we doing? Oh, wow. I'm like blowing out my mic here. There we
Oh,
go. That looks a little better. Sorry about the oh, no, still
I'm
test,
not hearing
test.
anything. Well, people see you though.
Uh, all right. Yes. Hello. We have a surprise guest today. Uh,
Hello.
uh, this is this is zetamath, my boyfriend, Christian, who doesn't do a lot of Sudoku, so this will be a fun adventure for all. We're going to trend a little on the gassier end of things today. This is the real boyfriend. This is, yes. So, hi, people. There's so many people in chat. I can't name you all, but this is, uh, yeah, this, we are finally going today. What a day. Internet finally working, uh, stuff. How is everybody? I know it's now gotten quite late for uh, the Brits and Europeans, but we're gonna we're gonna make this go. Hey Jay. All right. So as stated, we are going to let's see. Can I get myself some actual room to have my keypad here? As stated, we are going to uh, we're going to do some gassier type puzzles today. So this one is actually a gas. This is a recent gas by Philip Newman. I don't actually have the title in front of me.
Isn't it Whisper Sweet 129s?
Yes.
Right there in the corner.
Well, I have it covered up with chat.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Uh, so there's not much to say right now. Zetamath will be back with his regular stream on Friday. Jeez, I'm flustered after the day of internet not working and getting stuff set up, but here we are. Uh, so Zetamath will be back on Friday, and we are going to go. I don't know how long we're going to go today at this point, but we'll try and get in a few hours. Is it framing? Are we dropping frames?
It kind of looks like it. I have it up on my phone and it's rough.
Ooh. Uh,
Chugga, chugga, chugga.
oh, we are dropping many the frames.
Oh, more internet problems. Yay.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna reset our router and modem and see if that fixes things. So, uh, we will we will be back.
Oh,
Okay. Can people see us? Are we back? Test. My mic seems to be working. I did it. Okay, great. And
you
oh,
did it.
we're still dropping frames. We're dropping frames.
Is it just because it's loading?
Oh, yeah. We're not dropping frames now, but no, we're still dropping some. Gosh
Oh.
darn it. And it's. Oh, man. Okay. Well,
What do we do?
not much we can do. Just gotta go for it.
All right.
All right. Well, okay. So Christian asked what I meant by gassy. There's a series of puzzles that get published daily. Yeah. Yeah, how bad is it? Can people like hear us at all? We're definitely dropping not like all the frames, but we're dropping like a quarter of frames, which sucks.
Yeah, that's fair.
Uh okay. Well, there's a series of puzzles published over on the Cracking the Cryptic Discord. Uh that is called Genuinely Approachable Sudoku. And short gas for short.
Got it.
So that's what that is.
Makes sense.
All right. Well, I don't even know at this point if this is like our internet's thing uh
I mean, we've done
or
what we can.
YouTube or what, but this is uh so once again, for those who have joined us in the interim, up here is Christian. Whoops. I bet I didn't you're still a Zoom user. Let me fix that.
Zoom user. Always Zoom user. Never the bride.
There we go. Uh, Christian, who is zetamath and my boyfriend. So he is not super experienced with Sudoku. Um, so we're going to do some puzzles on the easier end, but should be good. Let me get my betting interface up. This has just been kind of a disaster in terms of getting stream going.
Swear I'm not the bad luck. I swear it.
Okay. So in this puzzle, we have these green lines, which is a fairly standard constraint. They are called German whispers and digits that are adjacent digits along a whisper line must differ by at least 5.
Makes sense. So if that's the case, then cell 4-3 would have to be 9.
Yes, that is absolutely correct. Let's plop down a bet tree in the corner.
There.
So people can bet on this digit. Yes, this is we usually call this, we usually read off the row first, so 3 4.
I asked that. Okay. Lied to me. That's fine. Yeah. 3
No,
4
you're good. I understood what you meant. So that's right.
Okay.
This has to be 9. And in fact, these two are also adjacent. So that one also has to be 9.
Okay.
So the question is, what can go next to a 3 on a whisper line?
That's a 8 or 9. But also, if you quickly want to fill in 8 6, that's going to be 9 2. By Sudoku. right?
Oh, yeah, because 9 can't go next to
Yeah.
6 or 7 on a whisper. So, yes, that's 9. And in fact, we can look at 6. 6 has the same property as 4.
So it's going to be 1 on either side.
We call these monogamous digits because there's only one thing that they can go next to on a German whisper.
That makes sense.
And a 5 can't go on a German whisper at all because you can't put a 0 or a 10 into Sudoku. But you're absolutely right
Yet.
about these.
Okay, cool.
But it's middle-ish digits that are restricted along a German whisper. And
Yeah.
3 is almost as middling as 4. So what you said,
Yeah, 8 or 9 can go in 3 too, but obviously we have a 9,
yes,
so only 8 can go there.
right. Do you know Sudoku notation? We have
to some extent. You've got the corner ones, and then you
yeah,
have the
we
ones
have
in
corner
the center,
marks
but
and center marks. So center marks are indicating what this cell can be. So
Okay.
this mark means this cell can only be an 8 or a 9. And we use corner marks to say in this box, if we happen to know that one of these cells had to be an 8, then we would mark an 8 in the corners here and say,
okay, but specifically
in this
in
box,
the box,
8 has to go here. Yeah, this is box logic. And then this is
okay.
cell logic. So again, this is 8 or 9. The software is helpfully telling us there's a 9 looking at it. So that is an 8. And in this puzzle, everything is very symmetric. So
Yeah.
when we make a deduction in one place, we should look at the opposite end of the puzzle.
That makes sense.
So what goes next to this?
You'd have the 2, yeah.
Yep.
Makes sense. Going next to the 3, you would be on 4-2, you'd have the same thing where it's what 1, 2, or 3, but you can't have a 2 there, so it's 1 or 3. Never mind, that doesn't really help. On 4-2, it's the 8, right? So then a 5 difference would be 1, 2, or 3. But yeah, we can't have 2 there, so it's low. 1 or 3.
And in fact, what Lakia is saying is that we can actually color this entire whisper to remind us what's high and what's low. Because along a whisper, you're always alternating between a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 6, 7, 8, 9. There's no other way to do it.
That makes sense.
So we can actually say that these cells are all high, which we can color them orange. And then these cells are all low, so we can color them blue. And we can do the same thing on this line. These are low. And these are high. And 5s get to be green.
Sure.
Because 5s are special.
They're awesome. I'm thinking. Yeah. So for 4-2, yeah, I'm stuck on that one. That one has to be 1 or 3. 1, 2, or 3, but it can't be 2. I don't see any other way to reduce that more though at the moment. But
Nicholas
wait, it can't be. Oh, sorry.
Just looking over in chat, Nicholas has a good point. He sees this. When a cell's blue, it needs to be 1, 2, or 3, 1, 2, 3, or 4. But if you look at what this sees by Sudoku,
oh, it has to be a 3. That makes sense. Which means that one of the ones next to it has to be an 8.
That's true. And in fact, what are the things that go next to
an 8 or a 9, and there's a 9 already in the box by Sudoku.
Right.
So the 8.
So we know these are both 8 and 9. So we know the 8's over here and the 9's over here because of this 9 that you very cleverly spotted.
Awesome.
Now we have our thing where once we make a deduction somewhere in this puzzle that's so symmetric, then we get to rotate it 180 degrees.
Yeah. Speaking of, you could put the 1 on 2, 4 then. Because that's also, 2, 4. It's constrained the same way. 2, 4? 2, 4?
Oh, 2, 4.
Am I not enunciating? Sorry.
No, my bad. So this is... yeah.
It's constrained by Sudoku, same like the 9.
Yep. So it's 1 sees all of these cells, and that's not a 1. So 1 has to go here.
Yeah.
Let's color the whole grid. Just because.
Okay.
No, we didn't do a dance for this puzzle. We'll make up for it with the next puzzle. I don't even have Zach here with me.
Oh, I've got the Zach. He's my friend today.
Okay. But we got this deduction here, and we can rotate 180 degrees and figure we should look at this cell and figure out what it can be.
Well, there's a 1 in... If you move over 1 to 3, 5, since there's a 1 there and a 3 in the line, it has to be 4, right? No, I suppose it could be 2.
It could be 2. So this is a 2 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, we know it can't be 4. Because imagine this is 4, then what are we putting here?
Oh, yeah, we can't put a 9 there. So then it has to be 2, which, and the next one over would be technically a 7 could go there. But like you said, since it's mostly mirrored, what deductive would be?
Well, what high digits does this see?
A 9 and a 6.
It does see a 9 and a 6.
And an 8, so it would be
and
7.
an 8.
Okay.
So it is a 7.
I'm glad my guessing works. That's helpful. R3C6.
And then what goes next to a 7?
That would have to be 1.
It does have to be 1.
That rule out any Sudoku? No. Good at pronouncing things.
Sudoku is a surprisingly hard word to pronounce.
The 4, 7. That can't be 9, but it could be 6, 7. So it's 6 or 8. Because 7 is ruled out by 7, 7, and it's ruled out. 9 is ruled out by 4, 5.
Yep.
Okay. And we do that with that one. Yeah, and because like you were saying, the mirror, so 6, 3 also has the same sort of constraint, so it has to be 2 or 4.
Yep.
But 6, 4, what can that be? It's got to be low. 6, 4 is 2. Considering the constraint that it has to be low, and then there's 1,
and then if
4,
it was
and
4,
3 all in the column.
Right. Yeah, it just does see everything except 2.
So if it has to be low,
bounces back over here. Yep.
Cool. 6. So the same thing again with the mirror. 4, 6 is going to be 8, which makes the 4, 7, 6.
And then these
whatever one
become
is
easy
left.
because
Yeah.
we just have one high left in the box.
So yeah, that becomes 7 and then 3. Cool. Can we do anything else with that? We should be
Yeah,
able to.
so we have these 3 highs pointing at this cell.
Yeah, so that's going to be 7, which makes sense.
Which
Which means that can't be 3 anymore, so that has to be 1.
Yep.
The one 5 3 has to be 2.
Yes.
It's 5 away, but it sees the 3. Which means we can probably do the same sort of thing with the highs there. Right, it sees 6 and a 7.
This one. It's this one.
Okay, see 6, 7. But we can't quite constrain anything. Oh, lows you're talking about, so it's 3. Yep. You had it highlighted. I couldn't see the color. At least that's my excuse. I'm sticking to it.
Which,
right. We're thinking. You don't have to walk me through this. Jeez. But
so what do these? What goes next to a 3?
Yeah, it's going to be 7, I think.
Are 3 and 7
no,
5
it's
apart?
Gotta be... No.
It's okay. We do that all the time.
But the 6 8 is going to be 9 because it sees the 8, which means that 5 7 is going to be 8 because they're in the same box.
I agree.
Cool.
9 is high, by the way.
Did I not say that?
Oh no, I just didn't have this one colored, and
okay.
We want to make a pretty grid.
Oh, okay. I feel like we can do Sudoku on 3 1, but maybe not. So we have 1 2 3
3 1
4.
We have this handy button here. This is a picture of Mark Goodliff, and you can press him to mark, and it will tell you what this cell can be.
It's very convenient. Okay. Can you rational out the 5 and the 6? No. Okay. I thought maybe there was something there, but maybe not.
And in fact, 4, 5, and 6 is all that's left in this entire row.
Mm-hmm. I do not, Casey. No, 5 is green.
5 is green because Casey decreed it.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Well, congratulations, Casey. I will now forever mark 5 greens whenever I do Sudoku, which is probably with Tris.
Also, hi, Sarah. How are you doing today? Sarah is Ratfinks.
I don't know what that means, but okay. Oh, is that their handle name? Okay, there you go. I see it now.
Ratfinks, this is our boyfriend, Christian.
Hi.
Okay, so...
Yes, distracted. Okay.
Can
you mark 2 3? Use the fancy mark button on 2 3.
We also get
has a bunch of constraints by the same. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
We also get 4 5 6. This one can only be 5 or 6. It
must be 5 or 6.
It sees everything else.
Yep. Makes sense, Casey.
I know we're dropping a ton. Oh man, we're dropping like half of frames now.
Ooh, jeez. 2 and C7.
Wow.
Column 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna see.
Oh no.
Okay, I am just going to make us fuzzy, but I think I'm going to drop us to it. So we should be blurry, but have frames now. Is this like? Can people still see the grid at this resolution? I just dropped our bit rate by a ton, but I think we're not dropping frames now.
Thomas says all good. If you saw, probably.
All right. Technology. Yes. So Amy asks where 2 goes in this column. These see this 2, and this cell sees over to this 2. So 2 can only go here in this column.
Why can't it go in 1-9? The bet cell? Did I miss that?
We're talking about column 7. We need to put a 2 in column 7.
Oh, because 2's in the box, and then it's ruled out by rows 2 and 3. Okay.
Yep.
I'm talking about the column.
And we've also had now these can't be 2, so we can place 2 in column 6 as well. Goes down here. That's not the right color.
Colors. So if you follow that mirror logic, what would that be for?
So actually
9, 3.
Now this box has 4 2s looking into it, and anytime you have 4 of a digit looking into a box, you get it 2? Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
8-1. But that means again we can do the same thing going backwards with 9-3, right? Oh, you can also just 4-9 is going to be a 2.
Yep, and that's our last. God damn it, that's our last 2.
But I'm not using a keyboard.
I'm using this.
Oh, there you go. A little numpad.
Are we still? No, I think we've officially stopped dropping frames. So people can try and catch up.
Been trying to pay attention, but who knows if that's working.
Eckbert says we can do 9s. Let's see, we haven't put a 9 in this box. So it goes in one of these cells. Let's see. We haven't put a 9 in this column.
Yeah,
so we can't put it down here. So it has to go there. So that's going to look over to box 1.
Yeah, so 1-2 is going to be 9 by Sudoku.
Yep. And that looks down to this cell.
Everything Sudoku.
Yes, it's entirely a Sudoku puzzle now. So what we could do is just mark the entire grid and let it take us home if you want to do that.
I mean, yeah, I suppose. It's Sudoku. Let's learn a different, new, weird rule set.
Okay, so we're going to mark the whole grid and just fill in the digits it tells us to.
Makes sense.
7. That's a 4.
What's these double things? I know Tommy's explained it to me before, but
4, 5, 3, 6. So this can only be 8.
That's what the double things are used for. Okay.
Yep. Once you have a pair, then no other digit. For instance, that's going to help in box 1 because we have a 5, 6 pair. And so nothing else in box 1 can be 5 or 6. So if we take 5, 6 out of those, that resolves them.
4, 7.
It gives us a 6 and a 5 over here.
So that has 2, 8 has to be 8. Or what's
no,
9?
because this can.
There. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
this. So let's see. No, 4, 5, 6 there. 4,
7, 9 is a 6, which makes 7, 1 of 5, right?
5, 6. So this is a 5, 6 pair. Yeah,
But go to
7,
7,
9
9.
is
Yeah, that's
6.
6. So
So
now
that's
7, 1 is
5.
5. 6, 8,
6,
6,
5,
5.
3, 1. Yep, it's all happening now.
4, 1.
3, 7, 6, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 8. Oh, but we haven't done the coloring. Lakia reminds us that we haven't colored the puzzle, so let's do that before we go too far.
Did I stick my finger out while doing coloring? Fancy.
So high, green, high, low, low, high, low, high, green, low, green, high, low, low, high, green, high, green, low, high, high, low, green, low, high, low, high, green, high, low, low. There we go.
Also, the bet sells 4.
Peter Hagen is having major quality issues. How is it for everybody else? Well, let's finish the puzzle.
Yeah.
So we still need a low in this box. And it is a 4.
Stream up on my phone, and I mean, trying to account for the fact that it's like 20 seconds behind. It doesn't seem like it's lagging on my end.
Yeah.
Say Michael. Once the quality went down, it seemed to have fixed it.
Which really annoys me, and I'm going to have to call our internet people if this keeps going on. But like, I did a speed test, so it's not like our connection, because our upload speed isn't great right now, but it's like good enough. It's like 10 megabits per second. All right. Great. That was a really cute puzzle. Really symmetric.
Yes.
Yeah, it's probably a YouTube thing. Today has been the day of just
tech problems.
Just massive tech problems. So do we want to go for another genuinely approachable Sudoku, or do we want something a little more? It's up to you.
Throw me to the ringer. Let's go.
Want something? So we'll try a 2-star puzzle. Let me dig one up. I am going to. Let's take a quick break because I'm going to get some water, and then we'll come back with. Oh wait, I never paid out the bet.
Oops.
We had 2 bets on 4, so there you go, with a huge loyalty pot. Wow. Who just got rich?
What's a loyalty pot?
Casey. Were you cheating, Casey? I've had my eye on you. I've been a little suspicious of your bets in recent streams. betting 1,000 points on the right digit. Okay, let's take a quick break and then we'll find a 2-star puzzle to
make
come
it
back.
3.
Let's do 2 first.
Okay.
And if we make it through that, we can look at 3. All right.
Oh.
Be right back. All right, we're going to come back. We're going to do this math pesto.
Well, I think I saw him in chat earlier before we had
them.
Them.
Math pesto is a them. Let's see. Okay. All the clues are visible. The row column numberings are probably a little confusing with the outside clues.
I got it. Use that one though. Oh, you're getting rid of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Rows of digits in a cage, sum to the given total. Clues outside the grid give the sum of the digits between 1 and 9 in that row or column. So less than 20, less than 22, less than 5?
Greater than 5. These are greater than.
Oh, okay. What?
And between means like physically between. So if these are the 1 and the 9, this clue would be talking about the sum of these cells.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. I missed the word between there. Dyslexic. Cool. Oh, all of the clues are 9. So what are the multiple different ways you can make 9?
In fact, they are these.
Aha! Cool.
We have a sum calculator built into this software.
Cool. Oh, we're streaming again. Everyone saw me try to memorize numbers.
Yes. By the way, is Math Pesto here still? Let me ping them.
Yeah, I saw them earlier, but not recently.
F Pesto. And I suppose I should do my thing of I put the rules in the video description. Oh, but YouTube doesn't like angle brackets. Hi, Math Pesto. We're doing your puzzle.
Hello.
Okay, so one thing about a 9 cage, if you look at what these totals are, is that 9 cages have to have 2 of the digits 1, 2, 3 in them.
Okay.
So if you look, this is kind of a complicated idea, but if you look at a row of a Sudoku, it's going to have 1, 1, 1, 2, and 1, 3.
Yes.
So 2 rows of a Sudoku are going to have 2 1s, 2 2s, and 2 3s. But so that's 6 1, 2, 3s. But if you count these 9 cages, each 9 cage needs 2 from 1, 2, 3, which is 6, which means all the 1, 2, 3s in these 2 rows are in the 9 cages.
That makes sense.
Which in particular means these are 1, 2, 3. And in fact, you get to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You get to do this all over because you get to do it in this row and in this row. But then you can also look at columns 2 and 3, columns 5 and 6, and columns 8 and 9, and do the exact same thing. So we get to say these cells are also all from 1, 2, 3. Do you understand why that is?
Yes. I mean, it's the same rule you took horizontally and made it vertically.
Yep. And now if you look at the composition of a 9 cage, it has 2 of 1, 2, 3. Well, we've identified which 2 cells are from 1, 2, 3 in every single cage. So
then it's 4, 5, 6 in the others?
Yep. So these are all from 4, 5, 6. Oh, Math Pesto says bet cell row 9, column 1.
There you go.
So let's open betting on row 9, column 1.
Kitty corner to the last bet cell.
So this is these are all extremely powerful arrangements. So now yeah, I see the point. Is where does this box needs 3 of 1, 2, 3. Well, where does the third one go? We've got 2 of them.
So it has to go in that corner. That's what you're saying. The top left corner in
the
all
top
of the
left
boxes?
corner in every box.
That
Yep.
Makes sense.
As we've used the 1, 2, 3 in all of these rows and columns.
Yeah.
So these are the other 1, 2, 3s. Now, one thing we can do at this point, we can start looking at these outside clues. They're called sandwich clues, because they look at what is sandwiched between the 1 and the 9.
Okay.
So Naverio. This is zetamath and my boyfriend, Christian. He is a smart boy who has not done much Sudoku, so...
We're going easy on me today.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's
Daniel...
still entertaining for smart people.
Daniel is now asking, what is in these cells?
Oh, it has to
these
be,
are going
what,
to be
7 or 8.
These
that's all the 1, 2, 3s. You have all the 4, 5, 6s.
4, 5, 6s.
So yeah, 7 or 8. No, wait, that doesn't make. There's one missing.
There is one missing. Yes. So these are 7, 8, 9, and we actually get to do the same in these three
all
rows.
The corners again.
Now, let's see. That's the point. We also get to do it in these columns.
That makes sense.
So now we can ask where the other 7, 8, 9 goes in each of these boxes. And there's only one place for it.
In the center, right?
Yes.
Wow. Very grid.
And now,
number.
What are the remaining cells? If you look in this box, 1, 2, 3, well, that's gone. 7, 8, 9, that's gone.
The 4, 5, 6s are in those spots. Okay.
Every blank cell is a 4, 5, or 6. Well, nice puzzle. On to the next.
That's it, we're done.
All right.
Isaiah said something about a swordfish. What's a swordfish?
So a swordfish is when you have a digit limited to the same rows and the same columns. So these form like a grid.
Okay.
That we've essentially used all these fishes to push.
So that's what a swordfish is what we just did with all of the numbers.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that greater than 22 is where we're going to want to break in. And you said it's between 1 and 9, right? So what's the smallest way we can build 22 out of 1 and 9?
Well, the 22 doesn't include the 1 and 9. It's stuff that's strictly between.
Yeah. So. No, I'm lost. I got confused. It's going somewhere in my brain and then lost the train.
So, for instance, could this be 1? Because then the farthest away you can put the 9 is here. And so you would want these to add to at least 23, which I don't think you could do. 9 plus 6 plus 3 is... Oh, you can't even do 9. You're right. 8 plus 6 plus 3 isn't even close.
Yeah. So you'd have to include...
So we know this cell isn't a 1.
Yes.
Likewise, I think we can do the same thing and say this can't be a 9.
Sure.
Because there isn't a place for 1 that's far enough away. As Lakia says, 23, you need 4 cells in the gap. To make 23. So this one can't be a 9.
Because that's still only 3 cells. Okay. I was right in the jumping in point. Thank you for making my gut correct, Lakia. Go with your gut. That's how you solve puzzles.
So we are going to get something similar in this column as well. So
is the 4 gap rule still applying with the 20, or is that now 3 gap?
well, it's a 3 gap if you could use any numbers, but we can't use just any numbers now that we have these
So
constraints.
You can't use a 1 or 9.
So if this were a 1, then the farthest away you... Oh, this is not quite the same, is it?
Because it's at 20.
Because you can put a 9 all the way down here.
Well, I didn't.
But if this were a 1, this one I don't think can be 1. Because then the most you can make here is 8 plus 6 is 14 plus 3 is 17, which is nowhere near 21. And then this be the 9. So this one can't be a 1.
Okay.
And then this row has a constraint on it as well. So now that we've made a deduction in this row, we should ask what that means for this row. It's like, what is this greater than 5 going to look like? Oh, actually, I don't know.
Presumably, there's 1 digit between 1 and 9. So the 2 center ones?
Okay, let's do our classic sandwich coloring here. So what we do for sandwich coloring is color cells that can't be 1 or 9 green.
Okay.
So all of these are green. Woo! By the way, you can draw on my screen. I don't know if you knew this. But if you go to the top of the share, you can click annotate and you get a bunch of controls where you could draw on my screen in various ways.
I definitely will take that very responsibly.
But now we know this can't be a 1 or a 9 now. And we know this can't be. And we know this can't be. And I bet we're going to get a 9 that's the opposite of this. But we do get to color these green.
Okay.
So this one can't be a 9 for the same reason.
But that couldn't be a 1.
Oh, this extra can't be a 9 now because we can't put a 1 as far away as this. So if this were a 9, one of these is a 1. So this sure isn't a 9.
That makes sense. I mean, like, I'm following along at like 80%, but sure, that makes sense.
Because we have to make a sum of at least 21.
Yes.
And if this were a 9, the highest sum we could make was 6.
But couldn't you go down to the next one? So not that 1, 2, 3. You could go down.
This one can't be a 1, though.
Why can't that one be a 1?
We already argued this because this one doesn't have a 9 possibility far enough away from it to make a 21 sum.
Okay, there we go. Got it. So because then that one can't be a 1. The other one can't be an... Okay. Yeah. I feel like I'm 95% there, but okay, let's keep going. I'll figure it out.
As if this one were a 1, the farthest away we could have put a 9 is here. And these 3 cells can't add to 21.
Right. 3, 6, and 8 can't add to 21. Makes sense. So that ruled out the 1, which rules out the 9. Cool. Row 9, column 9 can't be a 4 anymore. Daniel said.
Ah, that's a great point. So if you look at our sums for a 9 gauge, how do we put a 4 in a 9 gauge?
The 2 or a 3, but now there's a 2 or a 3 over there, so it can't be 2 or 3 anymore.
Yep, so this can't be 4.
Which means... Okay, oh, that's just what he said. Got it. Thanks, Lakia. I bet I can do it. We'll get there.
Which means, well, I guess we already knew that one of these definitely is a 1. But that's not really telling us much because it's the only place for 1 in the box.
Scroll out the other one. Can we do the same thing with the 7?
Sarah says if row 2, column 3 is a 1, this row's sandwich can be max 22. So if we look over here and put the 9 as far away as we can, then this is 6 plus 8 is 14 plus 3 is 17 plus 5, now that we've used the 6, is only 22, and it has to be greater than 22.
So it has to be the 9 to the left and the 1 in the box. So 2 has to be 9 then.
Yes, we're gonna get there, but I think.
Oh, okay.
But let's do it carefully.
Okay.
So the first thing we've said is this can't be a 1.
Okay.
And now if we look at this being a 9, well, now that's completely, actually, even better. We have a 2-3 pair in the row now.
Oh, so nothing else in the row can be 2 or 3.
Nothing else in the row can be 2 or 3.
Which means that one has to be a 1.
And we color 1s and 9s.
There's a 9.
Let's see, should we use pink or purple?
Let's use purple.
Purple. 1s and 9s. And now we get to do a 1 dance.
1 dance?
Yes.
1 dance. Is that because we placed 1?
Yep. Do 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 woo. Do 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 wee. Do 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 woohoo. Do do do.
I hit myself in the head.
Wah.
Poor Zach. I'm being attacked by Zach.
It happens. It happens frequently on on this channel. Now that knocks 1 out of all of these cells. So now these get colored green.
2-3 pairs. That'll probably come up later.
That's gonna help. Now,
so 2-2 is now a 9.
Agree.
Undoubtedly.
The only other place is this, and then the sum would be 0. So you are correct. So that is purple. Everything else.
All those 9s.
That's green, and yes, we get to remove 9 from all of these, and therefore make them green. And now let's look back at this row, and now this one can't possibly be 9 now. Yes.
Which makes, what is that, 4, 7?
Also, we should probably look around for pairs because we've got a bunch. So that's a 1.
I told you that was going to be 1. Go with the gut.
And now this is way too close to be a 9.
Yes.
And so now we have a 7-8 pair. That's a 9.
You have another 7-8 pair in there, but that doesn't change any of that.
These get greenified.
So in that 9 box, is that box 4? Yes, that one. One of those has to be a 1 now.
Yes.
So what does that mean for the 4, 5, 6 box?
That means this can't be a 4.
Okay.
And actually, that's a very good point, because we could do exactly the same thing in this box.
Okay.
So one of these has to be a 1, so this can't be a 4. And now looky.
We have a 5, 6 pair, which means
which
that
looks
is a
over
4.
here.
Aha. Which I suppose we knew, because the other ends of that cube cage were 2, 3. So I guess that made sense.
Yeah, it's also just math.
Yeah.
But, give us this one. Give us this one.
Yeah, we did it. Anything else like that? Not quite seeing it.
Oh. Here.
7, 8, 7, 8, yeah. Oh, that means 9 has to be there on that. Okay. Makes sense. You can do the same thing with the 7, 8, 9 in box 3, and that becomes 9. Yeah, that box now has a 9 there.
And I suspect this is going to start going faster.
That makes sense.
Let's see, these get greenified.
Casey mentioned the one in box 9.
Yep. Goes here.
Thank you, sir.
So these all get greenified.
The ones.
We have a green transpride tree.
A green what tree?
Transpride tree.
Oh, transpride tree. Okay. That all turned into like one word and was very indecipherable for me.
Carl points out that we have a 7, 8 pair here. So that's a 9.
Cool. Which means you have a 9 in box 4 in the opposite corner.
Yep.
Which puts the 9 opposite of the transpride tree.
Yes.
Okay. So I have a lot of 1, 2, 3s floating around. I feel like that's incorrect somehow, but we need to place some 1s before I
can. There's only one place for 9 now in this box. And I think that was actually our last 9 in the grid.
Yep.
So we might have to start doing math on cages.
I'm just making sure our cage, we've got all the 1s ruled out of our
We
cages.
also haven't satisfied this. This. It's this. Actually, this is huge. This is going to resolve everything. Now that we know where this 9 is.
That can't be a 1. The 1, 2, 3 to the right. Which means that the first, what is that? Yeah, 7, 1 has to be 1.
Yes, and it also means if we're making the sum
6.
Yes.
Got it.
5. So, whoops.
Oh, you're doing stuff wrong.
So now we can do math on this. Because if this is a 2, 3 pair, this now must be a 4 to make 9.
That makes sense.
So that does a lot of stuff. This now is going to be a 1. So this will be a 1. And this will be a 1.
Because wasn't that a 1, 2, 3 pair?
So
because we're going through that same thing we talked about before.
If you look at
Okay.
Sudoku in the bottom 3 rows, we get a 1 here.
Yep. No, that's the one. I got that. It's when you went up, horsed to the next one, and made that one a 1.
So this one is not a 1. So this one,
Yep.
if you just look, where else do we put a purple in the box?
Yes. Yeah. Which, yeah, I figured out. It's the first thing we talked about, but it was so long ago I got confused.
And then we get to put a 1 here for the same reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should be able to place all our 1s because that.
Yep.
1 goes there, and then in 1, 4 goes the other one.
Yep. And that's all our 1s.
That's all
These
of our
are
1s and 9s.
Green, and now I think it's just Sudoku and math. So I can just start cleaning out possibilities.
Lean it, boy. I'm following your cursor, and that's not helping.
No. Do.
Pair.
We have a 2-3 pair here.
Mm-hmm. Which
so
means
we know it
passed before.
Yeah.
Got it. Those can be 4. But we still have a bunch of pairs.
Yes.
Somewhere that breaks. Probably. How these things work. Says need a
we have to
in the less than 20 column.
Or the greater than 20 column. So we need to make sure this actually adds to 21 or more.
Oh yeah, I suppose we never quite finished that.
So yeah, if we maximize this, it is 6 plus 8, which is 14, plus 3, which is 17, plus 4, which is 21 exactly. So if we make these the biggest they can be, it's exactly 21.
Okay. So that's 6, 8, 3, and no,
wait. No,
okay, we can do 8 and 3.
I did that wrong. Because this could be 6. 6 plus 3 is 9, plus 8 is 17, plus 5 is 22. So it isn't quite resolved.
The 8 and 3 for sure. Because those have to be. No, I suppose not.
No, what
they're 1 apart. Okay.
The way we say this is that we have 1 degree of freedom. So, but if we try to make this a 4, I think that might not work. 4 plus 3. Oh, it is going to work. 7 plus 8 is 15, plus 6 is 21. Yeah. But as a bunch of people have pointed out, no matter what, one of these is going to be a 6. Because if this is 4 and 5, we've used too many what we call degrees of freedom.
That makes sense.
We have 1 degree of freedom, which means we can make one of these cells 1 less than the maximum it could be.
Okay, so then go above it and get rid of that 6. That's going to give us a free 5. And then from there, we might be able to do the greater than 22. 2, 4 is going to be 5. I'm sorry, it's going to be 6. The other way, nope, never mind. I got confused. Ignore that.
This is what we call...
Fix it in post.
Simon, when he solves, one of his catchphrases is, "That's about as useful as a chocolate teapot." And this arrangement of digits is what we call a chocolate teapot triple, because it's not actually resolved.
Yes, I got confused. Flip the numbers around in my head. Helpful. But there's gotta be something. I'm missing it. Chocolate 3 pot. There you go. That's what Penguin said, by the way. Not trying to steal jokes.
So, Todd is trying to ask, we know roughly what these digits add to.
Mm-hmm.
These digits add to
help a bit?
at least 31. Oh, Carl wants us to subcolor.
That sounds like more colors. It's already too much colors.
Well, I mean, we can just remove the green at this point.
But let's quickly look at box 4. There's only one place for 6 on box 4, and that is inside of our cage, which is going to give us the other cage. Which, if I could do math in my head, I'd tell you what that is.
That
feels
could
like
be
it
a
should
6.
Be easy, but no. Dang it. Okay.
I like this idea of. Oh my God, Isabella, we are not using that. Oh, not on a beginner.
What?
Oh,
never mind. I don't want to know. I'm good.
Let's not.
I'm sorry if I think cry, math pesto.
This is a 2-star puzzle. A Y-wing is not necessary.
Going Star Wars.
Yes.
Dog combat fighting. Cool. Awesome.
Belzita is an amazing solver. But let's do this. So let's call this teal.
Sure.
And teal? Let's call this yellow. Now we can do teal yellow coloring across the grid.
With a 5 or a 6.
Yeah. So like this is yellow, 5, 6.
That's going to be teal.
It's teal.
Because one's going to be 5, one's going to be 6, but we don't know if the teal is 5 or 6. Okay,
so
catching up.
This is yellow, and this is teal.
Then you have 5, 6s, 2 of them inside of box 2.
Unfortunately, neither of them sees a yellow or a teal. I may have started in the wrong place. Well, let's try 2 3s.
Sure.
So let's call this red. No, let's call this pink.
Mm-hmm.
And this one orange.
Sure. Yeah, that's going to be pink.
Pink.
And then the one.
That's orange.
Yeah. There's an orange right there.
Yep, that's orange. So that's pink.
And then look at box 7.
Yep. That's pink.
And that's
pink.
Orange.
And that's orange. That's pink.
And then one's going to be orange.
And so we get that is pink. That is orange.
Then the pink and orange in box 2.
Whoops. Orange, not green.
Pink. That's going to be orange.
And that is
that one also has
pink, and that's orange.
Oh, and go more to the left. There's another pink, just for the sake of
JC Godard has a better idea of how we could be coloring these. These pinks, instead of making them pink, we can actually make them teal, because it's the one that goes with the teal. Yeah.
If it's a 2, then it's a 6. If it's a 3, then it's a 5. They're practically one.
Yeah. Okay. And these, instead of being orange, they can be yellow.
Because they're the opposites. Smart. But in 1-4, trying to remember these. That's going to be teal. 1-4.
1-5.
Oh, you're the one who
4-1.
You keep. Oh yeah, no, that one was on me. Okay.
Yes, this is teal.
Thanks, Tom. Yeah, that's teal. I'm good at this. Okay.
You're doing great.
Oh, thanks.
So
Does the fact that there's no okay. So some of these have the double colors and some of them don't, but that doesn't actually mean anything because we combine the two.
If it's got a 1 in it, then the other two are the same color.
That makes sense.
And if it's got a 4 in it, it's with both colors.
Makes sense. Because that's how you make a 9. Okay.
Dorlier, yeah, these are sandwich clues. I did not give a link for this puzzle. Sorry about that, Kyle. I'm disconnected from chat because of earlier technical issues. There we go. Updated link updated.
No matter what's in R9C9, you need the 8. But the 8 could be in R8C8 or 7-9. Right?
Yeah, I'm
not... Oh no, but that no, because okay. Because you have the 7-8 double.
Yeah, doubles. I'm sure there's just like one clue. There's one deduction we're not making so far. I think once we get this exact one thing, the entire puzzle will be done.
Yeah, with all the links. Well, okay, so 4, 5? Yeah, sure. That's 4, 5, or 6. So I feel like that 4, 5, or 6 is missing something because it's the only one that has 3 of them in there.
Todd says it breaks. It breaks if this is 4.
Thanks.
Hi, Logan. Can somebody show Logan how betting works?
I'm not seeing it, but that doesn't mean it's not true.
Michael has a point that I want to look. If row 5, column 4 is a 4, then
can't go in column 7.
Okay, so if we go 4, 6, 5, 4, then I don't understand why 6
goes in column 7 then.
People, okay. Nasty. Think about outies and colors.
Logan also brought up that it's a Y-wing. They really want us to do a Y-wing and just leave me in the dust.
I will it will hurt Math Pesto's soul if we use a Y-wing. So people are saying I had it.
That becomes a 6.
And now
5 and 6 were the highest, so we're still 1 degree something away from filling in for 21.
Okay, yes, got it. I got it.
Sure, me too, totally. We have what?
What color is this 6? Because we know one of 5 and 6 is yellow and one of them is teal.
Oh, okay, so it is now 6.
So this is what color?
Yellow?
Yellow, okay. What color is this 6?
Not yellow.
Yeah.
Okay. But more specifically, the yellow inside of that box is 5. Is that what you're saying?
No, my point is that we've just proved that if we make this a 4 and follow a few steps further, then 6 is both yellow and teal, and it can only be one of them.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's what. Yeah, because that would make the yellow 5, 6 in box 4 a 5. That was a lot of numbers. I hope I said that right, but we're gonna pretend like I did and move on.
So okay, this one is not a 4, and now we get a 5, 6 pair.
Which means that has to be a 4 in 1.
And we can actually color these
you and your
as
colors.
Well. But yes, we do get a 4 here. That's a 5, and now 5 is teal.
We know yellow 5, 6s are 6s. Cool. That's it.
Yes.
Puzzle done.
Yes, basically.
Probably, hopefully. Betas were set what, Casey? Now I'm curious. You've piqued my interest. So who said that what was it? 5, 4. I'm really good at these. Who said 5, 4 couldn't be 4?
Who? M Nasty, I think.
M Nasty. Why was that M Nasty? Was it just like you randomly did it, or how did you like figure that out?
Or no, it was. To me, it's that make this a 4, go 3 steps farther, and now 6 is both colors.
Well, you could have done that with any of them. So I'm just wondering why that one was decided. If that makes sense. Question, can R2C7 be teal? R2C7. That be teal? I mean, no, because it's a 4 now.
Well, yeah. You
went too far ahead.
I think we're too far ahead to what did I do here?
That 20-second delay.
Sorry. Uh-oh. Yeah,
you broke something.
I just what on earth did I do?
Math Pesto says R2C4 is incorrect.
Yeah, there we go.
That R2C7 couldn't be teal because there's a little heart in the way, because the Audis then are teal plus 7 or 8, and that is at least 15. Sure, Carl, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, there was definitely a more elegant way of doing this. Now we just do math. Because 1 plus 5 is 6, so it needs 3 to make.
I mean, you didn't have to do math. You could have done one of the ones with the yellow and the teal, and that would have just told you what the other one was. But yeah, if you want to do math, yuck. Looks like we got a bunch of 7
now,
8s though, so now we've got to use the
yeah, and
greater
that's yeah. I think that's going to be this one because
okay.
we've used our
Well, we
degree
use
of
the
freedom
2,
in
so
this
it has
cell.
to be 8, which will break our 7 8s.
And then our bit tree is a 7.
We did it. That was 47 minutes. Wow, does time fly?
Yeah. Congratulations to the 7 betters. You can split your 1,500 points. You probably don't have very many points, Logan. You get points for chatting. Let's see. Yeah. Let's invent some points for Logan. Kodak, it's give, not gift. I am handing points out to...
Hope you made Tall Cat jealous.
Get your own points, Tall Cat. All right. Let's do another puzzle.
Yeah.
Okay,
make it a 3. Make me more confused. Let's go.
We want a 3-star. You're asking for a 3-star puzzle here.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hey, I'm being humble. Normally, I would just ask for a 5-star and be lost the entire time.
I'm trying to pick one that let's see.
Ada said emblem.
Oh. Are you sure, Zeta?
He just likes to torture me, probably.
Emblem is the new puzzle that Zeta said.
Oh, fun.
Do you want to do it?
Sure.
It's got kind of a complicated rule set.
I'm here for it. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
I feel like it's not the rule sets I'm having issues with. It's the puzzle itself.
Okay, well, I mean, Emblem.
I've seen your puzzles. No, thank you. But yes,
wait,
you're saying
you want to do it or not?
Emblem, sure. Or is Emblem Tall Cats?
Oh no, Emblem is Zeta's.
Okay.
I haven't actually put it in our spreadsheet yet, so I have to go find it.
Tall Cat suggested that that they have a 5-star. So I was like,
Yeah, just a lot of rules. Okay.
A lot of rules.
Here we go.
Standard rules for 10 lines gray, Renban purple, Nab Nar gold, German whispers green, Region sum lines blue, double arrow, line between purple circles, and black dots apply. There are no negative constraints of any kind.
So I get to explain what all these rules mean, and you get to try and remember.
Okay, remember what German whispers.
Yep, German whispers.
That's something that's familiar. What's Renban?
Renban.
Renban.
We only have one Renban in here, and these are a set of consecutive digits that don't repeat in any order. So this could be like 5, 7, 6, 4.
Or it could be like 5, 7, 6, 4. Okay.
Right. These could be in any order. They just have to be a run of digits. In any order.
And then a reverse Renban, which is what I'm assuming Nabner is.
A Nabner means that digits along a Nabner don't repeat, and the difference between any pair of digits along a Nabner is at least 2. So that's...
Okay, makes sense.
You can't have any pair of consecutive digits on a Nabner.
That makes sense. So those are going to be very limiting to each other because there's so many inside of a box, inside of a column.
Mm-hmm. These are, the gray lines are 10 lines. Mm-hmm. And those are separated into groups of 10 lines are separated. You have to divide up the line into like sublines. So say this divides up like this, and each one of these sublines adds to 10. But you have to figure out what the sublines are. But it's a bunch of sublines that add to 10. But it's possible for an entire line to add to 10.
Okay.
Did that make sense? I may not have explained that the best.
And it's multiples of 10, 1 or more. Region sum lines, the blue
region lines. Sum lines. So along a region sum line, the sum of the digits in each box is the same. So that's saying that these digits, these 2 digits, have the same sum as these 2 digits. And these 2 digits have the same sum as these 2 digits.
That makes sense. Line between purple circles is double arrows.
Double arrow, and that's all that's saying is that the sum along the line is the same as the sum of the circles. So these 3 digits have the same sum as these 2 digits.
Okay, so we're talking sums. And then the black dots?
The black dot indicates that these cells are in a 1-to-2 ratio.
1-to-2, okay.
So one of them is double the other one.
Okay.
So my eye is really drawn to
that.
To box 5, and you can ask what these cells sum to, because a 10 row 1 column 1 bet tree, row 1 column 1 bet tree.
Perfect. We have to do one more puzzle just to be a 9-9, so we're even at the whole corners.
So the sum of a 10 line is always a multiple of 10.
Yes. And the sum of 1 through 9 consecutively is
exactly 45.
45. Okay.
So
the easiest answer would be the ones on the that's on the goal on the Nabner lines are 2 and 3, but we don't have any actual evidence for that per se. 2 and 3 or 1 and 4. But that's just a gut, not We don't have any proof of that, but like it'd be easiest.
Well, I don't actually think we can make these
40
sum
out
to
of those
40
lines.
because it's not just that the whole line together has to sum to 40. You actually have to separate it into
sums of tens.
Sums of 10. So and you can just see that there's not enough room to do it because you need at least 2 cells to make a sum to 10. But whoops.
Okay. So the smallest we could do that is 9 and 1.
But if you look, 2 cells, 2 cells, 2 cells, and then we only have 1 cell left over.
Yes.
So we can't get to 40.
Are you sure this is where we should be breaking in then?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Because we can at least say that if these don't sum to 40, then they must sum to 30.
Yes. Okay.
Because so these are 7 different cells.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what I was going with, and then you were telling me no. But I was saying other wrong things that you were telling me no to. So okay.
These are 7 different cells. So 7 different cells at all add to at least 28. That's the minimum you can make them. So they definitely 30 is the only option.
Okay.
Which means these 2 cells need to sum to 15. And if you need 2 cells to sum to 15,
not a lot of options because you have what, 9 and 6, 8, 4. Actually, I suppose that's most options.
It's 9 and 6 and 7 and 8.
Oh yeah.
Are the only 2 options. So these are always high.
Math thing bad again. Okay. But off of the other 7 cells, we need then 1, 2, and 3, and that's going to limit us because we need a 1 that has to put 9 on it. So 9 can't be on one of the Nabners.
Be careful because if you ask yourself what
but then like 1, 4, and 5 can equal 10.
Yes.
And we do need a 3 at least on that. Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to have... I keep doing this. We're going to have... what we're going to have here in some order is 2 2-cell sums to 10.
And then a 3-cell.
And then
what's
a 3-cell
the largest 3-cell you can have?
Well, I mean, they all sum to 10, but there's only one 3-cell sum to 10 that doesn't have a 1 in it, and that's 2, 3, 5.
Okay.
Oh, Zonderbuck with a great point.
Need a 5, in fact.
The 3-cell sum to 10 has to have a 5 in it because it's the only way you can fit a 5 into the box. Because you can't put a 5 in a 2-cell sum to 10.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you need another 5.
But didn't you say the other 3-cell has a 5 in it? Or did I misunderstand? Anyways, okay. So that's 1, 4, 5. And then what was the other one? 2, 6, 5? Is 10? No, that's not how 10 works. Wow.
Oh, Carl with a really interesting point.
R6 box 4.
So if we ask first, this digit is some digit, doesn't matter what. Imagine it is, we can call it green. Where does green go in row 4? By the rules of Nabner, you can't repeat a digit on a Nabner.
So then it has to be on the Renban.
So yes, it's on the Renban. And then you ask,
where does
where this digit
go?
Where does purple digit go? Not. Be careful. Because ask not where it goes in row 4. Ask where it goes in this box.
Oh, so it also has to be on the Renban.
Yes. So green and purple are both on the Renban. So this Renban is quite high. It has for sure an 8 or a 9 on it. So these are all minimum 5.
5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Right, 9 isn't green.
Yeah, the point is that green goes somewhere in these cells, and you can't repeat digits on a Renban, so...
So it's not green. It's not purple either. Okay, thank you. Logan, you're confusing me.
And Zemina points out that green and purple also both... that's the point. Zemina has it. Green and purple also, if you reverse the argument and ask first where purple goes in row 6, it goes over here. And where does green go in box 4? It goes here. So green and purple are both on a Nabner together. And what do we know about Nabners?
Nabners have to be within 2 away from each other. Which means it can't be 6 and 7 or 7 and 8 or 8 and 9, right?
Well, we know exactly what these sum to, remember. We already figured out that these sum to exactly 15.
15. Okay.
So the only possibilities are that they are 7 and 8 or 6 and 9.
Okay, so it can't be 7 and 8 because they have to go on the Nabnar.
That's
so it
right.
It has to be 6 and 9. Okay.
That's right. So that also removes 5 from all of these.
Okay.
Since
that makes sense.
Now we know it has to get up to 9.
And now, can you brain for me how many ways can 5 be separated to make 10 out of 3 digits? 1 and 4 and then 2 and 3. There you go. I'm good at math.
Yeah.
So that's going to be one of our rows. We know that.
Yeah, and
that would leave the other 2 rows with the numbers we have. Yep, sorry.
Yeah, we don't know like what order the 2s and the 3s. Like there could be a 3 here, or a 3 along the bottom, or a 3 along the diagonal.
Ratfinks says it has to be 514 now. And that's because
I think that's because well, where else are you putting the 1? Well, yeah, where else are you putting the 1 in the box? That's the point that Sarah is making, that Ratfinks is making. Because now you can't put a 1 in a 2-cell sum to 10 anymore because the 9 is gone.
Yes. Oh, so it has...
Okay, and you can make the same argument about 4. You can't put 4 in a 2-cell sum to 10.
Because you have a 6.
Because 6 is gone.
1, 5, 4. And what are the other 4 we have then?
7,
8, and then 2 and 3?
Well, flip those.
Well, that makes sense. I'm
3 and 7 and 2 and 8. Yep.
I just need the other 4. Thanks. But yes. 2 and 4. Okay. Okay, so we now know the digits that are on the 10 lines.
Yeah, we know the composition of the sums of this 10 line. We just don't know what order they go in.
Logan, I couldn't ignore you because I had no idea what any of that meant, but thank you for freeing me from trying to have to figure that out. Okay. The black dot is they have to be 2 away from each other, which is not helpful. What was the blue again? Is a region sum. No, that doesn't help.
Oh, Paul Fly points out that Paul Fly with some good points. So first off, we know that green and purple are both here. So 6 and 9 are both in these cells. So this cell can't be 6 or 9. But you actually need to ask what goes on this line with 6 and 9.
And those have to be within or 2 or more away from each other, right?
Right. So the point is,
so it can't be 8 or 7
or 5
or 5. So then it has.
So everything else on this line is 1, 2, 3, or 4.
1, 2, 3,
so in particular, this cell must be 1, 2, 3, or 4. But that reflects onto this line.
Is that another 10 line?
This is a 10 line. And the question is, can this 10 line be all one sum? As in, can it sum to 10?
No, and we don't have any.
The answer is no, because 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 is 10. And so you need all of them to make a 4-cell sum to 10. But now one of them is gone.
Yeah.
So this is actually... This is actually 2 and 2.
That I feel like is helpful, but we don't
know
what
these sum to 10 and these sum to 10.
Because it's what? 6? No. Oh, never mind. I'm getting too ahead of myself. Eventually that'll be very helpful. Just you watch.
Oh, Eckbert with a good point.
1, 4, 5, not on row 4.
Right. If this were the 3-cell sum to 10, this would be 1, 4, and 5. And so by Sudoku, you still need to put a 2 and a 3 in the row, and you would be putting them both on a Nabner together.
Which can't
work. So what that definitely means...
That can't be our 1, 4, 5.
This can't be our 1, 4, 5.
The diagonal or the bottom.
Right. So in particular, that means these 2 cells are a 2-cell sum to 10.
And the same thing works on the bottom because there's a Nabner on both sides on the bottom of our thing.
Be careful because
if that's 1, 2, 3, or 5.
But we could split the 2 and the 3 between the 2 Nabners. One could take the 2 and one could take the 3. It only worked up here because we already knew these cells weren't 2 or 3.
3 cells. Okay. That makes sense. What's green again? German whispers. That's a German whisper.
Difference of at least 5. Consecutive digits have a difference of at least 5.
Okay. Is that a 4-cell German whisper? Then I feel like that's significant. Isn't that going to use most of the extreme ends? Because you do 1, 6, 2. No, you'd have to do 1, 7, 2. Something.
I'm looking at chat. Sarah has the easy way to see it. I think a few people are circling around it, but Sarah has the easy one. is that if this is 1, 4, 5, you don't ask where 2 and 3 go. You ask where 7 and 8 go. In row 6.
On the 1,
if this is 1, 4, 5,
but in the opposite direction.
Right. So 2 and 3 were not the right numbers to ask. 7 and 8 were the numbers to ask about.
Okay.
So that means this cannot be our 3 cell sum to 10.
Which means that.
Which means this is one. Yeah, this is a 2 cell sum to 10, and the diagonal is a 3 cell sum to 10. We know what these digits are. They are 1, 4, and 5.
And that means that the other two, just for the sake of writing them down, are 2, 3, 7, 8.
That's right. Yeah, a bunch of people were trying to make this point, but I think Sarah made it the cleanest.
That makes sense. Okay, but help me with that Renban. That's 4. Is that not significant? A 4-cell Renban? No, it's a 4-cell German Whisper, the green one in box 1.
I don't think we know enough about this yet.
Okay. Even though it's 4, I feel like that really rules out a lot of numbers, but does it not? I feel like it rules out 4, 5, or 6, but that's mostly gut, and that's what I wanted to ask you to confirm.
It doesn't actually, because the ends could still be 4 or 6. But I want to look at Paul Fly's point.
Sure. High digits on R4 are taken, so R4, C, 1, 2, 3 are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, so if you ask where 6, 7, 8, and 9 go in row 4, then these are 3 of them, but the 4th one is going to be in one of these 2 cells. There. So all of 6, 7, 8, and 9 are gone. So these can only be from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's surely going to be relevant because
virtual quadruple. I don't even want to know what that means.
Because now we have to ask what these actually are. Because imagine if one of them is a 2. Then how are we filling this line?
And how do golds work again?
There can be no pair of consecutive digits on them.
Pair of consecutive digits. And they're all in random order, so you'd have to
any order.
Scramble them back out.
It doesn't matter what the order is. If one of them is a 2, what are we... Whoops.
You can't have a 1 or a 3, so then you'd have to have 4 or 5, which means that you can't use this. So 2 doesn't work. You'd have to be
2
1,
doesn't
3.
work is the point.
Yes.
And you can actually
5 and 9. Right?
You've got it.
Okay.
You have it exactly. So these are 1, 3, 5. Which makes this a 9, and we get to do a digit dance.
6. Digit dance.
I need to check my.
Break Zach. Really bring some bad luck to this stream. We need more of it.
Why do I not have row column labels on?
You turned them off for the last puzzle.
Yeah.
When you've just been making me guess what the row column numbers are. I agree, Lakia. Poor Zach. I should not be trusted with him. Oh, good. Everything's working now, it seems like. Just had to wait for that sudden tsunami to go by.
Let's see. I wonder if I could turn my... Let's see while I have my controls open. Let's see what happens if I turn my output back to what it should be. And we immediately start dropping frames. Great.
Turn it back down. Turn it back down.
Turn it back down. Abort. Abort.
Reverse the polarity. Okay.
What about, let's see. See if I can get away with 1,000. Can I get away with 1,000 kilobits?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, that's better. I can get away with 1,000, it looks like. I had cranked it all the way down to 500, where it's usually at 2,500.
Oh, wow.
So that should increase the quality a bit.
Sure, that makes sense.
Okay, so digit dance. Do 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 do. Woo! Do 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 do.
I won't shake them too much. I dropped them last time.
Do 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 do. Wee! Do 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 do. Do do do. Okay, so now that one's a 9, we know that this is a 6. Whoops, that's a 9. That's a 6.
Yes. Which means probably something significant, I bet. Carl says, where is 5 in row 6 is maybe the next question.
Because we know it's not. That is a very relevant question. Where is 5 in row 6?
So I think that's leading to suggest that it can't be on the Nabnar, because that's how these questions have gone in this puzzle. But now my question is, why can't it be on the Nabnar?
We know this Nabnar has a 6 on it. We already...
No, yeah, the other one.
This Nabnar also has a 6 on it. It's right here.
It tricked me. Okay, so that means that bottom corner has to be the 5 then.
Yes.
Got it. Aha, sneaky Nabnar. Isn't Nabnar a character from He-Man? No. Yes.
And JC Godard points out that you can ask the same question about 7. Where does 7 go in row 6?
Oh, it also can't go on the Nabnar, so it has to go there, which means that makes it a, 3-7?
That's
there?
a 3-7, and so
That's
this is a 2-8. Also, Paul Fly points out that we have a triple here of 1, 3, and 5, and that is looking over to this cell.
But we've already oh no, so 1 can't be there, so that's be 4, which means the middle one is 1.
Yep.
Got it. Because the triple, when it's 1 through flat triple, is the same thing as the flat double. Got it.
Yep. 2 things exactly the same possibilities as each other is the same thing as 3. Is also the same thing as 4. It just rules those digits out.
Makes sense.
So this Sarah wants us to keep looking. This 2-8 does the work of a pair and looks over to these cells that can't have
it can't be 8, which means that top of the Renban is 8. Okay.
Yes.
How do Renbans work? Oh, no. So it's still 6, 7, or 9. We just know that that cell is 8 now. Okay.
Paul Fly is asking where 1 and 2 in row 6. We just know that one of them is on one Nabnar and the other is on the other Nabnar.
Yeah. But we're not going to know that until we know what 7 is. Or 1-7 is. Nope, 7-1 is. A lot of numbers. Okay. I think Casey's making fun of me, but I'm here.
Carl wants us to do Sudoku on 1s. Good point. We can't put a 1 over here. Because
it's going to be there.
It's going to be there. So one of these is a 1. So we need a 2 over here.
which means
And
that 7-1 can't be a 1 then. Right?
Okay, keep going.
Okay. But that means it can't be a 3 either.
Yeah.
So it's 2, 4, 6, 9, but I don't see.
We know one of these is a 2.
Oh, which means it can't be a 2. So that one's 4. Okay.
Yep.
So similar to the 8, we just kind of rolled everything else out. Okay. Got it. Working.
So now we get to do a trick where once you have the same numbers corner marked into that number of cells. Mm-hmm. So in this case, we have the same 3 numbers corner marked into 3 cells. These get to graduate into being center marks.
Because we know they're okay.
Because we have to fit a 2 in these cells. We have to fit a 6 in these cells. And we have to fit a 9 in these cells. So these just are 2, 6, and 9. So now we know what these are by the row. They're just everything else in the row. So you need a 1. We've got 2. We've got 3. We need a 4.
5 and an 8. Okay. Oh, no. Yeah, 1, 4, 8.
Yep. Count. And this one's not the 8.
Okay. I'm focusing. Four in column 4.
Yeah. That's very nice, Egbert. 4. Right. So look at column 4 and ask where we can put a 4.
German Whispers is green. What is a German Whisper again?
It is adjacent cells on a German Whisper differ by at least 5. Logan, if
4 doesn't work.
Logan, it doesn't matter if you're not here when the bet pays out. It will remember your points for when you come back. So don't worry about that. If you win the bet, you'll get your points.
Ooh. So 4 doesn't work on a German Whisper then, because
it doesn't work on a German Whisper that you can't put a 9 on.
Yes, that's definitely where I was going with that thought. Mm-hmm. So it can't go there. And now the double arrows line between the purple circles. The double arrows add to whatever the other 3 add together.
Yep.
I feel like, well, maybe a 4 could go there. Why couldn't a 4 go there?
Well, we know one of these is a 4 just by...
because it can't go above the 1. Okay.
Because it can't... None of these cells can be 4.
Yes. I missed the 1 by Sudoku in 7-1. Okay. Got it.
But we don't know what this sum is.
Yeah, not yet. Which means we can't rule out anything else there.
People in chat are maliciously giving each other points.
Maliciously.
Jim, this is not a between line, it's a double arrow.
Kyle said something that the max of the circles is 12. So the arrow line can't have a 9. Is that 9 to 11? No, it could be 13. No, you can't put a 9 there. That's right. So like Kyle said, at those 2 4s, if you put a 4 and an 8, the maximum is 12. So he said that can't be a 9 on that line.
That's true.
4 and a 2. I'm sorry. A 9, a 1, and a 2, which would be 13. So that makes a 9.
No, 912 is 12, but the point is 1 is gone at the column.
Yes. Okay. So it'd be 9, 2, and 3.
So we definitely have a 9 up here. So we've got a 9 down here.
Thanks, Al. I eventually got there.
Logan says there must be a 2 on here.
Is that because 4 is so low?
Well, if there's not a 2, as Logan says, the minimum is 3 plus 5 plus 6 if it's not a 2. And that's 14, which you can't make in 2 cells that have a 4 in them.
So it has to have a 2.
So it must have a 2. And these corner marks act as...
Well, okay, we can figure that out in a second. If we go up, if 2 has to be there, then we go back up to our 10 line, and that has to be an 8.
Agree. That's where I was going, actually.
Oh, okay.
But
for no reason. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. You're doing great.
I was hoping that'd give us more, but thank you, Rackman. Yeah, I watched Tommy's set, and by that I mean like I looked at his computer sometimes and got lost. So then I went back to playing Minecraft. Game of choice, by the way.
Kyle pointing out that one of these is also a 4
because we have
just
4
by
down there. That
Sudoku.
makes sense. What else can go in 5? That's pretty narrow, isn't it? Because can 1 go in there? No, 2s cannot go in there. 3s might be able
here?
to go into. No, box 2, row 5. I feel like that's pretty narrow.
Column 5.
Column 5, yeah, that.
I don't quite want to. I think it'd be more interesting to talk about what can go down here.
Okay.
Because Logan
pointed out it needs a 3, which makes sense. We're trying to build low. Okay, so we know it has a 2. 4 plus 8 is a number like 12. So then 14. We'd have a 2. We'd have to make.
No, it's 12.
Okay.
Gaslighting.
I'm stealing your intelligence. Yeah. Okay. So 12.
So yeah, we can't go above 12.
2, we would need to make 10 on the other line if that line has to be 2. And 10 can be made with probably some numbers, but not 8 anymore. We knew it's not 8 though. So 7.
Well, we don't have to go as high as 10. These don't have to be 4 8.
No, that's fair. I'm just saying, like, if it's 4
Hey! 8, we have a new fan. Welcome, Corey. We'll get you a fan dance. Wee! Wee!
He's fine.
Thank you so much, Corey. Enjoy your emotes.
See Corey trying to torture me. I'll take
it. There you go.
Okay. I lost my train of thought. It's gone. All of it.
Yeah, so the point is, if this doesn't have a 3 in it, we blow up, because then it would be 2 plus 5 plus 6, which is too much.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. Okay.
So there's definitely a 3, which does the same thing as you spotted before up here.
So that's 7 and
3. Hey! More dancing time! Thank you so much. Casey donates $5 and says, let's dance some more. We will do that. Corey says they were giving a talk on JavaScript scope at the jQuery conference.
An amazing spyglass. I can't click on your picture, but I'd love to see what it looked like. Fancy. I told you people like jQuery. It's been a reoccurring fight me interest now.
I will not repeat my opinions of JavaScript in this company. Okay, so
right. Keep getting lost. Focusing. So 2 and 3 plus the smallest would be 5. Which is 10.
Carl with the great point is, where does 3 go now in column in column 4? Because we have a 3 here in column 6. And
so it has to.
We have a 3 in column 5. So in column 4,
it's going on the German Whisper.
Yes, and what does it go with?
And German Whispers have to be 5 apart.
They have to be 5 apart, at least.
So an 8.
Yes.
Or a 9.
Or a 9, but not a 9.
So it's an
8. We definitely have a 3 and an 8. But that's not an 8. But that looks down here. And
so 8 can't be there. So
that restricts us further.
Yeah, it's got to be 7. Because we have every other number but
what is this minimum?
Put a 5 there.
Yeah, so this is
10.
So
it's got to be.
So this is 4 6. With a 6 or 7.
Yeah, because then instead of putting a 5, you could put a 6 there. Got it.
And this is 2 and 3 with a 5 or 6.
Yes. Yes. Okay. I was able to logic that up for the most part. I'm here for it. Okay.
Carl asking what happens if 3 is here? How do you fill the line?
What's the next one? Because you can't put a 9 there, so it would have to be. Can you fill it?
No.
It can't be. Yeah, you can't. Okay.
So if 3 isn't here, what is here?
It'd have to be. No, that doesn't make sense because it can't be 7 still. Oh, so it'd have to be the 8. That's what they're saying. Got it.
So we know this is an 8. And this is 3 with 1, actually.
Oh, okay.
It's the only way to fill it because it's.
What's that last one then? So we have 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 has to go down there.
Yeah, this is the other 6 or 7.
6.
This is the other 6 or 7.
No, it's just oh, the other. Okay, got it.
Yeah, there's 1 6 or 7 here. The other one goes here.
Right. Okay.
One yellow, 1 teal. And we get to do another dance for Malrog. Whoa. Malrog's been a member for 12 months. Thank you so much, Malrog. We'll get you a windmill dance. What?
I didn't drop it down. It's fine.
And
stuffed animal.
And Paulfly donates $10 and says, "Are we penguins or are we dancers?" And the answer, Paulfly, is we are both. Penguin down.
Can I like basketball Zach? Do you guys think that would work? I mean, I don't actually have enough coordination to do it, but there'd be an attempt.
Put a basketball hoop on the back and just dunk Zach.
No, the spinny thing.
Oh, that.
Zach, but the spinny thing. I feel like that might work. Casey, I would never purposefully. The 3 times I've dropped him already tonight, we're not going to talk about that.
Okay. Thank you so much, Bullfly.
I have ER on standby. Uh, stuffed animal ER. It's Barbie, her little like cart thing. Anyways.
3, 4. The 5, 6 on the line, okay, is consecutive. Ah, that's beautiful. Between all of these cells, we have 5, 6, and 7. But it's either 5 here with a 6 here, or 6 here. Oh.
With the 7, no.
Kyle with the easier spot.
We
just have a 4, 6, 7 triple.
Oh, what does that mean?
So it's just the same as if you had the same digits center marked in these.
6 can't be in column 5.
That's the point. Okay. So now we actually know what these sum to.
Now that's a triple. Okay.
Now we know these.
Yep. So then the bubbles are 4 and 6, and that free one is 7.
That's right.
It. Cool. So now we have, so on that other line, if you want to fill it out in that square, is 1, we have 2, 3, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 and 9.
Okay, and
Zeta.
And
those two,
and the 1 is gonna
whatever is on the other side.
The 1 is gonna have to be in one of these cells.
Yep. Because it has to equal the other one.
Right. So because if this is 8 and 9, then these add to 17.
8 and 9 on the other one.
Right, and that's gonna.
You can't do that.
You can't do that. So this is not a 1.
Look, I did math without even having to count on my fingers.
If we want, we can also just write what goes in this column. So we need a 4, a 9, and what's the other thing we need?
The other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
Thanks, Casey. I'm getting there.
Hey, Sarah, I almost picked a doubler puzzle for this puzzle.
Egbert wants us to do an X-Wing. And at this point in time, I feel like you guys are just making this up. I'm going to go watch Ahsoka again. Yeah, that's fair, Corey. When I was learning jQuery, I was in high school. So 10 years ago or something? No, 8 years ago. I don't know. I can't do math. We've already figured that out. Don't judge me. No, 12 years ago. Okay. There you go. Most complicated spots. 1 and 9 on the blue line in box 8. We have too many 10 through 10 sums in row 7.
Oh, that is adorable.
Oh, because so that's 10, and then the other one has to be 10 because of the grade. Oh, it's just called the 10 line. Okay. So yeah, there's 3 10s there.
Well, the point is 4, 6 as a 10 sum is gone. There can't be a 10 sum 4, 6. 3, 7 as a 10 sum is gone.
So that leaves us 1, 8, and I'm sorry, 2, 8, and 1, 9. Right? Yeah.
Yes, but if this is a 1 or a 9, that knocks out that possibility as a 10 sum. And now we need to make 2 10 sums, but we only have one way to do it. Does that make sense? So if this is a 1-9 pair, let's just imagine that it is. This sums
Does
to
that work
10, which means we need this to sum to 10 and we need this to sum to 10. But now we don't have enough ways of doing it.
So how do we fit? Because the other one was an 8 in that 1-9 section. So when we run into that same problem?
Well, the point is, this only needs to add to 10 in this scenario because this adds to 10.
Oh, so if we add 1 and 8, it equals 9. And
It,
then we
it
don't
equals
need
9, and
any
then
more 10s. If we just, okay, we change the 10 assumption.
Yeah. So,
because that was incorrect. So that has to be 9, and that's 1, 8.
8. And now this adds to 9 and not 10, and now we don't. Now we don't have problems anymore.
Okay.
Yes, Corey, that is exactly what the black lines are. It is showing which places on the 10 line add to 10.
Equal 10.
Yep. So
couldn't it be 2? No, it can't be 2, 7.
Right, can't be 2, 7. Right. Okay. Can't be 1, 8 because this is a 1 or an 8, and it can't be 4, 5 because we got a 4 or 5 over here. Okay. So this just is 3, 6.
Almost there. I should have just said that out loud. Thank you, Pelfie and Carl.
So
I'm going to take that.
So now we can ask what this 10 sum is.
Yeah, that's our 1, 9, right?
I think it's going to have to be, yeah.
Yeah, which means 8 is going to be in that corner of the, what is that called? Region something.
Region sum line?
Sum line, which is 1. Okay.
Yeah, Corey, the rules are in the pinned link, but they're also just below the video in the video description. Oh.
Well, what did you do?
Paul Fly says, why not 2, 8? And they could be 2, 8.
Oh, that's correct.
So this is 1, 9 or 2, 8. We don't yet.
Because I confused him, Paul Fly, that's why.
Yeah. Christian said a thing and I believed it.
Fool.
Eckbert has a good point about this line, is that we know what's on it, because these 2 digits eliminate 2 ways of summing to 10, actually 3.
Because you can't have 4, 6, and you can't have 3, 7, so you need to have 1, 9, and 2, 8.
Well, and the extra step there is that you also can't have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, yeah, but you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that would be 4 lines.
Yeah,
I just keep forgetting that's even an option.
Yeah, so these are 1, 2, 8, 9. Okay. Oh, emblem not in the video description? I'm sorry.
Except
I'm just gaslighting people all over the place today.
You are. Once you get that, we can reduce that again because 8 and 9 are Sudoku'd in the corner. So the vertical one has to be 1, 2, according to the fancy coloring of the letters.
I think you...
I'm right.
I think we can...
Right.
1, 2 doesn't sum to 10.
I mean 1, 9 in the vertical. I'm right. I swear I'm right.
Yeah, so that's the 9 is the point, because it's the only one of these 4 digits that can be a 9. Yeah. So that's the 1, and these are 2, 8.
2 8s.
Now a 4 goes here, Sven tells us. The author of the author of this software is named Sven Newman, and so whenever a digit turns red, we say Sven is telling us something.
That makes sense. Helpful. Thank you, Sven. So we have a 3, 6, double. Okay, so we've got a 3-6 double, so that corner's not going to be 3 in box 8 and 7
Yes.
5. 2 5. That doesn't really let me anything up there.
It's being pointed out that we only have 3 digits left in box 9, so we could investigate
So
what they
people
are.
want to mark him. Yeah.
Yeah, so we have 1's gone, 2's gone, 3's gone. We still need a 4.
7 has to be in row 8, along with 4 apparently. So whatever is left is going to be going right there where your mouse is.
Looks like a 5.
Yeah, it's the only one that has to be.
So that's a 5. That's a 4 7.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 2. And this 4 7 points over at this cell.
So that can't be 4. It's got to be 6. So the other one's 4.
Oh, and now neither of these can be 2. So we actually know what they are.
That is 1 9, and the other is 2 8. Oh, well, that can't be 1.
Right.
I was following down the 10 line, so we didn't get lost there since that's not marked. That's got to be 2 8, right? No. I'm getting confused. Because that could still be like 3. Yeah, never mind.
It could still be 3 7 if it goes this order.
Remembered. I was right. Zane, I was right. Follow my gut. Who needs solutions? I'm just gonna put numbers in and hope for the best. Anyways. 2-8 pair looks left into it.
Oh yeah, so actually this can't be 1 9 4 6 or 2 8 because this 2 8 pair looks at this cell.
Okay.
So in fact this just is 3 7 and we know the order.
Yeah, I was right again.
We know the order because of this 4 7.
That can't be 7, yeah. So that's gonna be 3. The other one's gonna be 7.
And that's 5 and that's 3. By Sven.
Just gotta trust my gut.
Now it might be worth asking, what is this? Because there are only a few pairs of digits that...
Those have to be the different by 2?
Yeah, not different by 2. One is double the other.
Double the other, okay.
And
so it can't be anything odd. So it gives us 6, 7, and 4.
Well,
but
an easier way to think about it is, what is the small number on a double pair? And it can only be 1, 2, 3, or 4, because anything above that it is too high.
But we have more lower down. We have more high numbers that we know have to go in places. So I was going to see if we could rule that out, if that makes sense, but maybe not.
No, this is actually going to get us something, because it's a black dot is always 1 2 2 4 3 6 or 4 8. Those are the only options. And it can't be 4 8 because there's an 8 in the box. It can't be 3 6 because that would break this cell. So it's only 1 2 or 2 4. So those are the only options for this. And in particular, there must be a 2 in them.
Because 2 is going to be in that.
It's 1 2 or 2
but that
4.
Means I'm pointing, like you can see what I'm pointing at. Yeah, that's going to be 8. And that's going to make the other one 2.
And that makes
one,
that
8.
a 1 8. And now we know these are a 2 4.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which points down here?
Because it has a Z in it. Oh, does it? Oh, so that can't be 4 anymore. So that has to be 7, which means that has to be 4.
So that's not 7.
Okay.
I suppose you could just write in what these digits are. I think that would be very helpful.
Click the mark button. Make Mark do it for us.
Yep, and there's no 7 either.
Right, because it has to be there. That can't. Oh, either.
This one can't be a 2 because of that.
Taken.
So now we have a 3 5 pair. So that's the 2.
That's a 2. Makes sense.
And we can also fill in what these are.
Mark button. Remove the 3s and the 5s.
Yep. No 3s, no 5s. We got a little less off of that.
Yeah.
What about this column? I think that's going to help us with this blue line.
Hit mark again.
2, 5, 7. So if it's 2, 5, these add to 7.
It can't be in the corner. No, never mind. That's a lie. I got confused. It's fine. But what happens if 2 is in the bottom cell? So in box 3, if 2, 7 is 2, that means 2 can be in 1, 6 or in, I guess it doesn't matter where it is. Since 2 has to be on there, it's either going to be on or off of the region sum thing. Does that help us at all?
Well, our sums here are 7, 9, or 12.
Well, okay. And then what can you mark what 3, 7 is going to be? Let's narrow that down a bit too, since we can.
Okay, so
yeah, we really got
no 2, no 4.
No 3.
I don't think we get that.
Yeah, we do, because 3, 5 has to be in the bottom 2, and then 3, 6, and those are lined up. So 3's taken. So it can't be 3.
Oh, you're right. We call this a Zach wing.
Zach wing? Okay.
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Okay. Cool. I'll take it. So we do have a lot of high numbers. So like it seems unfavorably for 2, but that still doesn't rule it out because we don't know what 3, 8 is yet. Oh, is that a Z-wing?
Yep.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Cool. I'll take it. Thanks, Thomas. Go with the gut. Who needs actual solving? Just type in numbers and hope for the best. Okay. So now if we can get some solutions on 3, 8, but I feel like that's going to give us less options. Right?
So
mainly I want to see if, yep.
I think people are saying this can never be 2, 7, but because let's interrogate that. Because if this is 2, 7, we need to make these 2 cells sum to 9. And it would be 5 with a 4, which you can't do, 6 with a 3, which you can't do, and 9 with a 0, which you can't do.
3, 8. But yeah, so that makes sense.
So that means one of these is definitely a 5. So if this is 2, 5, then
yeah, can we figure out what 3, 8 is?
This would have to be a 1 and a 6. And if this is 2, 7. Oh wait, this can't be 2, 7. We already said it can't be 2, 7. If it's 5, 7.
I'm good at math. 12? Yeah.
Yeah.
So 9.
So then it would be 6 with a 9 with a 3.
No,
yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah, can you mark 3, 8 and we'll like narrow it down just as a.
I'm not sure that's like.
Okay, but okay. So what were you saying? So
if this is 5,
4. Yep.
If this is 5, 7, then these need to add to 12. This couldn't be 5 because you'd need a 7 and you'd break that cell. Yes. 6 would go with another 6, and you can't do that. And 9 would go with a 3, and 3s are gone by Z-wing.
So it has to be the 2 and 5 to make 7, right?
Yes. And there's only one, so that's a 7, and there's only one way this works. Because 9 is already too big, And 5 would go with a 2, which is not available.
Also, put the 2 in there while you have them highlighted, just so we don't forget.
What?
Oh, never mind. I thought something got 2. Never mind.
So the only way this works is if this is a 6 with a 1.
6 and a 1.
So we get a 9 there. That resolves this whole business. That's a 7 and a 6. That's our 3 and our 1 resolved now. Excellent, excellent.
We're doing it. Thanks to my C. Okay. Oh, so you want to do the high-low thing even on those? That makes some sense. Because, yeah, you can't do 2 high numbers and add 2 low numbers together. That makes sense, Zeta.
So let's see. There's no 8 on this. Kyle wants us to mark the pairs in this box, which is fine. Oh, we got a free 3.
Oh, there you go. Thanks, Kyle. That's a 7. That makes sense. We probably could have just Sudoku'd that, but I was excited.
Now we have to look at this German whisper.
Yucky.
So there is no 8 anywhere on it. Let's just see what these cells can be.
We're gonna have to do some. Yeah,
we're gonna have to do better than that.
Rule it out manually.
Let's see. That's the point. We have. If you look at this row, we haven't we haven't penciled a 1 or a 3 anywhere in this row.
But it has to go on the German whisper.
So yeah, so it has to go on the German whisper, and you can't put them next to each other, because they're not 5 apart. So they have to go here, and we know the order. And the only thing that can go here now is a 9, because 8 is gone in the row.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which resolves
6 is gone already, and so is 8. And so 7 is going to be that's fine. That's going to be 7.
Yep, no 6, 8, or 9, so that's 7. And I think that's going to finish the puzzle.
Maybe, yeah. Sudoku intensifies.
Yeah, I think that finishes the puzzle. So we just mark the rest of the puzzle and get everything for free.
Huzzah. 4. 8, 1 is an 8, if that's helpful.
That's an 8, and now our bet tree looks to be a 5.
Woohoo! Thanks! We did it! And I figured out what a Z-wing was.
Yes. Congratulations to our many 5 bettors. That more than half of people bet 5.
So many 5s. That is a lot of 5s. Very emblematic of Zeta math. I see what you did, Jim.
Very nice. So I think we would normally this is 2.5 to 3 stars.
2.5 to 3. Okay.
So I think
we for 3 stars. That works. Sorry, yes.
We would normally end off here, but since stream started so late, I think what we should do is do a couple of very short puzzles.
That's fair.
So
what we a longer one, and we could put the bet tree in 9-9 and figure it out there.
Well, it is already after 6. I don't know. Zeta's coming home.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What What does chat think? Um, do some of the people's 6x6s, or
Hellfire wants me to learn a 6x6 now. Cool, awesome, exciting. Third in points. Were you third in points before, Jim? That was
let's see. Paulflay is here.
Do they have a puzzle?
They do have a puzzle. I am trying to understand the rules to this puzzle. I'm looking at Morgenröte.
That was a word, probably.
It's the... It's the title of the puzzle.
Yeah. I guessed.
I'm slightly terrified by that. Let's
do it.
Well, the thing that kind of turns me off is that there's no solution check on it.
Oh, so we don't know if we did it well.
So maybe we'll do this Ambrose.
Rose, yeah. Chat is the solution check.
Yeah.
It has construction, but there's 4x9 cell regions. Words.
I think we'll do this Ambrose.
Each line is both inotropic. Okay.
Oh, but they're still there.
Yeah, I saw. Each line is both an entropic line and a region sum line. Each set of 3 adjacent digits along a line must have 1 high, 5 or 6, 1 middle, 3 or 4, and 1 low, 1 or 2. For each line, the sum of the cells on it in any visit to a region must be the same across regions. Multiple visits count separately. So, if we look at the ones 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 5, and 4, 5. What that's saying is that when it's in box 2, if there's a 1 and a 2 there, then in box 4 it has to be 1 and 2 again. Each set of 3 adjacent digits must follow. Oh no, the sum.
Yeah, so this sum has to be not too low.
Yes. So each box, the sum of the line is equal to each box of the other line, but also...
Yeah. So this sum has to be... This sum has to be at least 7 to satisfy the entropic constraint.
What's entropic?
Or, no, at least 6. Sorry, at least 6.
Entropic is the 1 plus...
Yeah, the 1 low, 1 middle, 1 high. So like this could have a sum of 6 if it was like that.
Oh, okay, right.
So this would satisfy both the region sum line and the
yeah, that makes
and
sense.
the entropic line.
Cool. I think I found the button. I found the button. Oh, you deleted them.
I didn't.
Oh, 1 sec. Oh, I think I hit delete. Okay, anyways, okay. So
yes.
We're doing stuff. Puzzles.
Paul Fly points out that this cell is the sum of these two cells. And one of these cells has to be a 5 or... Oh, link. Link, sorry. I'm bad at this.
This is high. And that means that this is either medium. I'm helping. Or low. I helped. Makes sense.
And rules in the stream description as well.
Same, Corey. This is my first one, so we'll figure it out together. Including my little doodles.
Go away. Oh no, now I
could have deleted them. What are you doing?
Press
the delete button. Delete. Undo. There we
go. No, don't go away, Casey.
No, Casey. It's all Tristan's fault.
Definitely okay, so this is a high. This is a 5 or a 6. Yes. Let's see. These are 3. So this is this sum has to be actually quite high.
That makes sense.
Like the maximum sum you can make in this puzzle is a 10, 4, and 6.
Sure.
And the minimum 3 cells can sum to is 9, 1, 3, 5. So this sum is either 9 or 10. Oh.
But no, it just has 3 adjacent digits along the lines. That could cross over the region. Which isn't particularly helpful. Never mind.
Well, I mean... Oh, that's true. Well, there's always going to be a 5 or a 6. Yes. And
it has to be.
It can't be over here.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it just can't be this one.
Yeah. That's specifically what I was pointing out. But yeah, I agree that 5 or 6 in that square is not great.
And I think people are saying this is low, and I think I agree with that.
Mm-hmm. So for in boxes, put in.
So this is the medium and a high.
Here that might be helpful.
Sure. Can go teal,
red, and then purple. Or red for high and then purple for medium.
Sure.
So make those red and purple, right?
Yeah, these are a red-purple pair.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Okay. So then mark 4 in box 3. Mark the medium and low. Just so we have a better eyesight.
Right. These are a low and a medium.
Mm-hmm. My shirt color.
And we have a similar thing going on here.
So we have a medium high in those 2 spots. And
so this had better be a low.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Paul Fly says it's high.
But they have to be adjacent, and we have a high and medium in 4 and 5 again.
Right. So this is
gotta be low. In theory.
I think it
Unless
has
we're
to be
missing
low.
something.
I fear we're not really doing proper justice to this puzzle in like
No, that's
absolutely
entirely
proving.
fair.
I
It
see.
is low.
Yeah, it
All
is
right.
low.
Okay. So
So
then 4 and
the
5
lows in
mark
this
those.
box are gone here. These
Yep.
are a medium and a
I was thinking
high.
that too. Well, let's. Sorry.
Here. This is the point. This is a.
There could still be 2 lows there, though.
This is a medium and a high here.
It doesn't have
This
to
is a
be.
medium and a high.
I don't see why in box 2 you set, or box 3 you set those as a medium and high.
This is a low, and
Yes,
every group of 3 digits along a line has to have a low, a medium, and a high.
Oh, every set of 3 digits. Oh, okay.
Every set of 3 adjacent digits. So if this is high,
so then,
this is medium.
Yeah. So do the same thing over in box 6.
Right. This is a medium and a high.
But that means that's going to be 3-1 is going to be a medium or a high, right? No.
No, it's a low. No, wait. It's just a high.
It's just a high?
Yeah. That's it's just a high. That's all that's left in this box. Because between these cells we have 2 lows, and between these cells we have 2 mediums. And that's a low. So we only have a high left.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's a 5 or a 6.
Helpful.
Okay.
But we have a 5-6 pair now.
And Paul Fly points out that only one of these can be low because they're on a line. So we have to put 2 low digits. So that's a low. In the column.
But in the column of 1, sure, we have a 5-6 pair, so we can't have any highs on there either, which I don't know if that's necessarily helpful per se at the moment. No, I don't think so yet. Row 2, column 6 can't be low or high.
Well, we know it can't be high. And if it was low, because the highs are gone in the row.
Yeah, so it can't be high. But why can't it be low?
It was low.
Is it to have something to do with 3-5 already having 2 lows?
That's no, I think that breaks this line. Because if this is a low, imagine if this is a 2, then this is a medium and a high. So it's minimum 3-5.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Corey. Is that
but then this could be a 6, and no, that's okay. So,
but no, yeah. So if 6-2 is low, then you would need. Sorry, I lost it. It's 2 low in C5, column 5. There's 2 lows already. So it's a 6.
There's 2 low. Right. I just broke column 5 the way I did it. If this is a low, you can't put 2 lows in column 5 anymore. So, so this is only a medium.
Okay.
Now I understand.
That's what I thought.
And that is what they said. I just didn't understand it. M Nasty got me there.
So yeah, that means there is a low on line C5. Like M Nasty said, one of these is a low.
Yeah, this is a. This is a low and a high.
Okay.
By this. So this is a low and a high. But that means this can't be high.
Oh, okay, because we need
because we have two highs,
and now we have 4 maybe highs.
Right. So this is a 3. So this is a medium. This is a high.
And that's
so this is a medium.
And that's a high. Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
And this is a high. I could have marked that as 1, 2.
Can you fill out 1, 6 as a lower high again? Just so we're getting colors.
Oh, sure.
Because now we have all the colors.
And this is lower high to finish the box.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Carl says if this is a 5, we can't get high enough.
2 and 2, 3 have to be lows. I'm just still playing with colors. But yeah, that's fair.
5, 4.
Because it has to equal the 3 on the other side. So 5 and 4 would be 10. And
5 and 4 is 9.
9. I'm sorry, I'm good at math.
Oh, I think it's going to break this line because this would be, we'd have to minimize this. So this would be 1, 3, 5.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think it's a problem. Yeah, Carl retracts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this would be 2, 4, and that would be 6, and that's all fine.
Okay, on 2, 2, and 2, 3, mark those as low for me, would you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because that means that I think 1, 3, and 6, 3 are now highs. Maybe, or maybe we can't quite say that yet. Okay, I'm just playing with colors at the moment. R3 C1 would be a 6.
Oh wow. Carl is right. Yeah. Okay. It takes a little work. But these are minimum 9.
Yeah, because they have to be.
So if this is a 5, then that's a 4. These are 1, 3, and 5. That's a 6, and now this has no value.
We broke something.
Right. So the point is we got there by saying this was a 5.
Oh, okay. So it has to be a 6 then.
Right.
And that's a 5. And that's a 6. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Now okay, this had better be. This had better be 1 plus 3 equal. No, sorry, I did that wrong.
Yeah, no.
Ugh. So
I doubted myself. Me this entire time, Carl. Tris has been gaslighting me. I think in box 3 there's something.
Well, these need to be. These are 1, 4 or 2, 3.
Yes.
So the point is these add to. Ah, that's it. That's it. These are 1, 4, or 2, 3, which leaves the other pair of 1, 4, or 2, 3 here. So these add to 10. So these must add to 10. So that's a 4.
Haha. I was getting there, but did somebody say Paulify said it first? Awesome. Thank you. I'll happily take the almost there option.
I got there before I saw you, Paul Fly, but you are right.
Let's see. I mean, I think that's going to argue that 1, 6 is high, but
well, the minimum a low and a high add to is 3 in box 6 is on the line. Ah, yeah, that's true.
Why is it on the line there?
Just because the other medium in this column is here. And we know it's not 4.
Oh, but it could be 3 above it, couldn't it? In box 4, couldn't that be 3? No, I'm sorry. That's not medium. Okay. Cool. Never mind. I'm catching up.
Paul Fly thinks there's only one way this line works out, which is probably true. But proving it seems painful. Right, if this is low...
Yeah, it'd be too low, right? That's what I was saying. I said that.
Yeah, this definitely can't be low. You were right.
And that's high. So then
so this is 5 or 6, and it's not a 6. So it is a 5. And now Paul Fly's point is pretty easy.
Yes. Low on top. Yeah, that has to
be low on top.
C5 has to be low.
Right, and that's high.
You have to make 8, so...
And this has to be a 6.
2 and 6, yeah.
And a 2.
And
yep.
And that gives us the 1.
So that's 1, so that's 4. 2
that
and 1.
2, 1. And that gives
this
us
now is
1,
medium.
Is now 1.
So this is going to be a 3. And this is going to be a 2.
Give us the 1 and 1, 5 there.
Yeah, this is 3 and 5 for the column. Am I dropping frames again?
I'm not seeing it on my
Thankfully, no. I'm not dropping frames. Oh, I am dropping frames. Good grief.
Are you?
Yes.
Oh, nope, I see it now. Okay.
That's
why. Sorry, Jim. I'm gaslighting you. It's great times. I think the internet on your block is something. Yeah, probably. There's a major storm coming through and just took everything out. Oh, 1, 4 has to be low. It's got to be 2. You're still stopping.
It's Mediacom, Corey. Yeah, this is known.
2, which means this is 1. I'll delete these. Don't delete them. I can do it easily.
2 and 1. So these add to 9. But these are not quite yet known. 3 in box 4. Yeah, 3 in box 4 is placed.
One of
Thank
these
you,
has
Paul
to
Fly.
be low or medium, and
that's a 3 by Sudoku.
Oh, okay, there you go.
And so now we know that it's a 1
low,
to finish the row. And these are a 5 and a 4. And we know the order.
This
is a write-in.
High.
This is a 4.
Thank you.
This is a 2 and a 6.
Medium and medium. Don't look at my letters now. Right.
2 in box 5. Yeah, 2 in box 5 goes here. Thank you, Jim. So that's a 6 medium. And that's a 2.
That's going to make this high.
Is?
Yeah, I think so, if my logic is following. Because I solved box 1, at least for mediums and highs. So if that looks right, because there has to be 2 in each row, right? So if you look at column 1, there's already 2 highs. So that has to be medium because there's already 2 lows in it. So we're missing a high and 2 mediums.
So this has to be a medium.
And then 3, there's where did I get? Oh, there. No, where did I get the 2 mediums? I figured it out for 2 and 3 as well, but I don't remember what I did.
See, this sees 2 lows, but it only sees 1 high. This sees 2 lows.
Did I get ahead of myself?
1 medium. I think I'm not sure. Oh, but chat wants us to look at 1 in box 5. Yeah, it goes here.
So that's a low. Makes this a high. Micro study. I don't want to do Sudoku.
This is not a high. This is a medium.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna delete my things now. We'll do Sudoku. Well, what do you think we're here to do? I'm being sassy, sorry.
It's actually a 4 by Sudoku. Right. So that's a 3. You could probably just mark the rest of the cells and see how it works out.
Yeah, this has to be 4. Yeah. Oh, I was right. You just have to go with my gut. Just have to go with my gut.
And so this is now a 3 to add up. Papa.
Thank you. So often I'm right for no good reason.
So I'll 5. Take it. That is a
5.
3, and that is a 5.
We did it.
Yes. Sweet.
Awesome.
Oh, I had a great time. And yeah, Christian is a natural.
I'm figuring it out. Google dance.
I agree, Casey. All right. I think we're going to call it there. I'm sorry we had such a late start today. I'm sorry stream has been such shit.
Put it mildly.
Yeah. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Christian, for joining me. Get Christian on more. I'd like to. This is micro study demands it.
It'll be fun. I'll maybe be able to get to 5s eventually.
We'll see. We'll see what we can do.
Christian setter string. So ever since I watched Tommy first set his first puzzle, I wanted to do a Tetris one. So you'd use all the clues, and that would be how you filled the Tetris puzzles together. But then Tommy pointed out that you couldn't really do it on the computer, which is unfortunate. Go big.
All right.
Sorry.
No. Yeah, this was super fun. I kind of want to be like, let's do this again tomorrow, but I think I probably don't have time.
That's fair.
But this was a lot of fun, and we should definitely do it again. So yeah. Oh man, still out of it. Thanks everyone for joining us. Thank you to those who super chatted today. Thank you to our new member, Corey. Great to have you. And we could all stream.
Ooh. 3 people, that'd be fun.
All right. Thank you all for coming. Drop a like on the stream on your way out if you haven't liked. I want to thank everyone who supports the stream financially. If you want to support, you can do as Corey did and click the join button down below. And Zach will dance for you. And I especially want to thank our top level supporters, but I forgot to bring the list down. It's in front of Christian somewhere.
Turbines?
Yeah, turbines.
Thank you, David Ratner, Nordy, Frankro, Wafer, DDX, Daniel Silverstone, Willie Copenhagen, Daniela J, Neil, and Darler. I think is the list.
That's approximately the list up to Zeta's messy handwriting.
Yes, I can only do so much here.
Yeah, Wafer.
I tried. You should see this handwriting. I've noticed, Zeta.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon. And take care.
Bye.